Hey, we are back, and it has been a while, man. Pretty much a whole season and a half went by, huh?
9 months.
9 months. All right, but we are back. We have a lot of
Oh.
baseball to talk about.
I just want to say one thing. I am an Orioles fan, but the Mets are my favorite. I'm just wearing Orioles stuff. Okay, get that out of the way.
Right. He is
I'm wearing
a
a
Met
Rangers
fan.
jersey for the World Series Rangers.
I have my Mets stuff right now.
We're
Okay,
basically
guys.
fans of baseball, what we say, right?
Let's get back on the road. Back on the. You get the point.
Back on track.
Just so everyone knows, the Rangers, out of the handful of people who actually thought the Rangers were going to win the World Series in the beginning of the year, I predicted the Rangers to win the World Series. Like I'd say only 20 other people actually predicted the Rangers of all teams to win the World Series.
Do you know those
And I
20?
predicted that you wouldn't be able to shut up this today. I knew
Okie
it.
dokie. Starting this show off feisty. Well, let's start off with, since it's the off season and a lot of moves have been made, let's start off with the Dodgers.
Oh Jesus Christ! They're insane.
Are they the team to beat?
No.
No, you don't think they're the team to beat?
Well,
that
in the
mean?
regular season, yes. I think they could win. I think they're gonna break the
They're
MLB
gonna-
record. But in the postseason, Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman can't hit for their life. Clayton Kershaw can't pitch for his life. Like, knock Mookie down. Can you do me a favor, Enrico? Knock Mookie down. Just knock him down real quick.
Oh, come on. Be nice to Mookie. It's not his fault that he's on the
No,
postseason
I know
team.
it's not his fault, but he is awful in the postseason, just like every single Dodger. I don't expect Ohtani or Yamamoto to fix that. I mean, I think they actually could help. And also, the Dodgers are in on Shane Bieber and Emmanuel Clase also, but I still don't think they're gonna help
So
them.
you're saying that the Dodgers are going to break records during the regular season, dominate, and then fall apart in the postseason. That's your prediction.
That's basically what they do every single postseason, including the Braves.
Enrico, let me ask you, all of these awesome players that are on the Dodgers, which one is your favorite?
My guy right here,
Who's your guy right there? Betts?
Mookie Betts, and then it's
Mookie
Freddie
Betts.
Freeman, and then Ohtani. I love Freeman. I love Ohtani,
They
but
have
Mookie
a-
Betts.
They have a lot of great players to choose from. Nick, what about you? Who would you say is your favorite on the Dodgers?
I love Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
Now-
definitely.
I also really do like Yoshinobu Yamamoto, even though I'm so
Yeah.
sad about him not going to the Yankees. He should have went to.
The Mets. That's where we should have went to. But we don't need to.
Shoulda, coulda, but where he ended up was with the Dodgers. So, outside of the regular season record that you think they're going to break, Nick, do you think any other records are going to be broken, individual records,
In the next season,
by any of the Dodgers?
I don't think Ohtani will. I don't think the Dodgers will have, even though this year they had two of the top three MVP finishes. I don't think they'll have a single one in the top three. I think all of them are gonna be in 4, 5, 6, 7, somewhere around there. But I have my top three locked in already.
So, no award winners coming out of the Dodgers.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto might win Rookie of the Year, but I don't think an MVP. A Cy Young possibly by Walker Buehler, Tyler Glasnow. I don't think so.
No. What about you, Enrico? You think any of these players, these awesome players that the Dodgers have assembled, do you think any of them are going to have a personal award that they might win? Cy Young, MVPs, anything like that?
I think it was Mookie Betts I put for winning the MVP next year.
Mookie has won an MVP
Thank you.
in the past, and he could probably do it again. Any one of these guys can do it.
Yeah, but I think when
Ohtani.
you assemble, I mean, I see this on MLB The Show, because when you assemble a lot of really good people together, like 8 superstars on a team, they all instead of a few of them going individually, going all out and doing really good, they all just play really good as a team. Like they all have their superstar level seasons, but no record breaking, no nothing. They all just do what they're supposed to do.
So no individual achievements, but come together.
Yeah, when they come together,
to do what
it's
they
very
gotta do.
soon.
Okay, that's fair. That's very
They're
fair.
just gonna go crazy.
They're gonna go crazy.
Yeah, like
folks.
no one
Go
individually
crazy.
is gonna go like do something insane. They're all just gonna go be like they're gonna hit like superstars, like what a superstar would hit like. And then when you add like 8 of those on your team, well, like pitchers and hitters, like they're gonna do what they're supposed to do. Yeah, that makes it into a real good team.
All
All right,
right.
now let's talk about the moves that your two teams have made. And Nicholas being, even though you're wearing a Rangers shirt, let's be clear, his heart goes to the Yankees. And they made a couple of moves. What do you think of
moves.
the moves the Yankees made so far?
I like how the Yankees they added what they needed most: left-handed batters and 2 outfield depth. Their outfield was one of the worst last year, and their left-handed hitters were one of the worst last year. So I like how Brian Cashman fixed pretty much their 2 major problems. Now their only problem, they lost Luis Severino to the Mets and Frankie Montas to the Reds. So I say you still need probably at least one more pitcher, because in the Juan Soto trade, you gave up a lot of your pitching depth, like Drew Thorpe, Johnny Brito, Randy Vasquez. So now they need to rebuild their pitching. They do have Garrett Cole, who's always going to be good, Carlos Rodon, who could hopefully take a step forward to what he was doing, and Nestor Cortez, hopefully, and probably Clark Schmidt. So they probably just need 1 or 2 more solid 3, 4, 5 starters.
So some pitching support, you think? Bullpen?
Yeah, but they used a lot of their pitching depth to go get outfielders.
And
Their
some
only
good
problem is
bats.
that without getting Yamamoto, that means they still have a decent amount of money to re-sign Soto and Verdugo, and both of them are already loving the Yankees. Like they literally both said in interviews they would love to be a Yankee.
Oh, it's January 1st, and there's still lots of offseason to be had. Enrico, how about your Mets? How did they do this postseason?
They're just making a lot of little stuff. Not anything really crazy, I think. But something I do want to say. So, you know how I got the Mets calendar for Christmas?
Yeah.
And the fourth fact was how Pete Alonso has the MLB record as a rookie with the most home runs, which proves he's better than Aaron Judge.
That was only by 1 home run,
Still.
and that doesn't mean anything.
Anyway.
Aaron Judge did 37 home runs while playing less than 106 games, which is the most amount of home runs hit by playing less than 106 games. He's tied with Mark McGwire. And Mark McGwire, 1, he used steroids. 2, Mark McGwire, one of the best home run hitters of all time.
You know who else used steroids? Billy Bonds, which is why Ohtani is the GOAT.
Ohtani is not the GOAT. And also, another thing, the Mets did not do really nothing. They got Luis Severino, like I said. Who they made? Well, you said they did like a bunch of little things.
They did do a bunch of little things. They did some little things.
It wasn't like
Yeah,
something
but,
like the Yankees
also they did sign some pitchers, Luis Severino, and then they made a pretty big trade with the Brewers for Adrian Hauser and Tyrone Taylor.
I've never
They
heard
made
of
some
any.
moves. Nothing blockbuster, we'd say, but
Yeah.
a couple of good
Exactly.
moves. Right?
But a big thing since I'm so young, like I've never seen this. Like I've never like usually it's just like a little contention. But what I really liked a lot about this offseason is like for Yamamoto, the Mets and Yankees, like I've never seen them two battle it out so much for a free agent. Like Aaron Judge, the Mets were like barely in. Ohtani, they were both barely in.
Big
But like
markets,
I haven't really
big
seen
markets
in my life, I haven't really seen them battle it out that much for a free agent. But I don't know where the Dodgers came from.
Well, they came from spending money and wanting to win.
Yeah, I know
Nice.
that night it was the night that Yamamoto was signed. The Mets and Yankees kept on fighting. They kept on adding like $10 million more, and then the Dodgers, they literally just came in and
I think it's clear that the Dodgers don't just want to win a World Series. They
want to win World Series.
They want to build a
the Yankees
dynasty.
did.
They want a dynasty for a long
Wait,
time.
how's
They
the
want to own this decade. Is what they want to do.
They want to own the Automobile. soon they could
much.
just buy the MLB.
Pretty much, and just pick
They're
the
gonna
best
be like
players.
Walt Disney,
Nope,
just
not
buying
soon.
everything.
They want like a 10-year dynasty, because guess what? $68 million for the next 10 in 10 years. They have to pay $68 million for the other next 10 years.
Okay, I'm gonna change the
So
subject.
yeah, they
All right,
want
let's
to
talk about one other player, Mike Trout. Multi MVP years. You know, one of pretty much maybe not anymore, but at some point was the face of baseball.
Yeah.
And now kind of alone maybe in Los Angeles and
but
the Angels, or what do you think is going to happen with him?
Otani's departure could actually help him because he's been injured for a long time, so he really isn't. He's not as bad. Hasn't been doing as bad as it seems. Like he's been playing pretty good. He just hasn't been on the field. But also that talking about his injury, it opens up the DH spot for him. So then he could take some reps in center field DH. He probably won't get injured that often, and he could become back to an MVP winner, and he could go back to the face of baseball.
But you also lose him in the outfield, and he's pretty good on defense as well.
Yes, but wouldn't you rather a Mike Trout who's playing 140 games than a Mike Trout who's playing 80 games, but with 140 games he doesn't play in the field that often?
I guess that's the trade-off, huh? Maybe not. We'll see what happens.
But the thing is that the Angels, apparently going into the offseason, it looked like they were still looking to contend in 2024, which is kind of funny, but they haven't really got anyone, so I don't know about it anymore.
Well, that's just it, Enrico. What do you think as far as the Angels competing? Like, are they going to compete, and how does Mike Trout feel about all this?
I want to show you something. This is Mike Trout.
That is Mike Trout.
Look, AL All-Star. Stars of MLB. Now, what happened?
Now what?
Long apology.
And what's
The
that
Angels
funny
are not
face?
going to do good, but Mike Trout could easily do good. Like, good players could have good seasons on bad teams, like, obviously, yeah.
Ernie Banks, Cal Ripken Jr.
Aaron Judge.
We're doing rookies.
Yeah.
Who are going to be the big rookies this year?
Probably Jackson Holliday, the number 1 prospect for the Orioles. Then Jackson Churro, the number 2 prospect for the Brewers. They're both going to come out. They're probably going to have big seasons as Rookie of the Year contenders. And then there's also 2 other people. Paul Skeens, the number 1 draft pick last year. One of the best draft picks, number 1 draft picks of all time. And also Wyatt Langford. He was drafted 4th for the Rangers. He could come up and be very good. And also Evan Carter's another one on the Rangers again. He was amazing in the postseason, and he ended off the year really good, which is when he only took a few games he played. So those 5 are top rookie contenders for next year.
All right, so I think we could wrap up this episode right now, but I'm going to give you guys some homework assignments, and I think we'll bring in Uncle Jonathan for this one. So our homework assignment is going to be, we'll do our first early predictions.
Oh, predictions, yeah.
Early predictions. We'll set what we want, who we think is going to win the, all the way to the World Series. We'll do it a little bit at a time. Like we'll do one division an episode, baby. And then we'll bring in Uncle Jonathan. And then in April, we'll do a revisit and massage it and figure out if we have to adjust certain teams, and then we'll take a look at it at the end of the season and see who did the best, and hopefully we can keep going with our show. Enrico, have anything you want to close out with?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh my God, boy is on the floor. Oh my God. Is that right there your prediction for the
Pete Alonso goes to the
NLCS?
Dodgers?
The Dodgers and the Mets, NLCS?
Yeah, sure.
And they're awaiting Garrett Cole and the Yankees in the World Series.
Really? Oh, that's a prediction in hand. I don't know. We'll see. But according to you, then it would have to be the Mets. a Subway Series because, according to you, the Dodgers are not going to make the postseason, or are going to make the postseason, but not going to go very far in the postseason.
Well,
All right.
I think they could go. Now that I'm thinking, I think they could go far in it. I just don't think they'll win it. Like maybe they make it to the NLCS and lose, or World Series and lose.
Could be to the Mets. Till next time.